In today's video, I accompany my good friend Tim up to Asheville, North Carolina, so he can record some music at a studio, and so I have a chance to pick up some unique emerald scales reptiles. You're watching Amazing Animal Adventures.
Let's ask the seer. Maybe she'll know, but answers with an inquiry that points to her of whom you're juxtaposed. This world you love is fleeting, see, soon the her you love will too oppose.
So it's Saturday morning. I was the first one up in the magical house of musicness, and I'm now borrowing Tim's car, and we're gonna go hit the road and see if we can get some animals. Hopefully I've got some stuff lined up. We'll see if it all works out or not, but yeah, I've got some high hopes that we'll have some fun today. So I just finished the first pickup. I don't have too much time. I gotta get back on the road to get to the next one. But there is a little peek at what it's gonna be. Oh boy, gonna be exciting. Okay, back on the road.
Starting over twice and wondering if it's nothing or if you might stay a while.
So right now I'm kind of right near the border between northern North Carolina and Tennessee, you know, kind of at that mountainous tip, and it is out there right now. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I don't have service. I just met for the last pickup at this old county country store, which is basically just a gas station with more products. And people are walking around here, and everyone looks like northerners. This is such a cool experience. Like, just right across the street, there's like a massive barn that just exists there, I guess. But this last pickup, it's really, really exciting. I hope everything works out, getting it eaten and everything. I'm gonna wait to even show you any sneak peeks on this one. This one's really cool. So I'll show you when we get back to the music place.
You've got your mindset on living in the past. Your handful of pearls. You've got your heart set on something that won't last. Your handful of
I'm obviously still at the most musical little house in Asheville, and Tim's still recording music in the other room. I don't know if that microphone's picking any of that up or not, but we can go ahead and take a look at these herps. First up, we've got this little sulcata tortoise. This little guy is really, really cool. I've thought about sulcatas before for myself. They're really, really interesting animals. He's like a perfectly round circle. It's really, really, really cool just to kind of sit down and examine such a round little turtle. It's kind of like a box turtle, but almost more rounded. This came from somebody who apparently bought it for his kids, but then they didn't like it. They just like ignored it. They weren't interested in it. So he needed to find a new home for it. Now, sulcata tortoises get absolutely massive. Like I was telling, the music guys the other day, they can get larger than that kick drum on the floor. They can get huge. So when you buy a turtle like this, it's always an investment. You always need to be prepared for the fact that, you're gonna have this for a long time, and it's gonna get really big. You know, they can typically, under proper conditions, live over 100 years old, so this thing will most likely outlive its owner. And that's also a responsibility that Emerald Scales has to take, and, you know, in the odd case that somehow it would never sell, we would need to be prepared to be keeping it for a long time. So there's always steps of responsibility that come when you take in new animals, whether you're taking them in temporarily, at least hopefully, like in our case, or, you know, if you're an Emerald Scales customer who's planning to buy the sulcata tortoise, there's always, you know, it's going to be more involved than you might initially think. This guy is really messy. Poor little guy. He's covered in his own poop at the back. We'll need to give him a bath when he gets home. I'm not really sure why that's such a mess. I hope his enclosure wasn't like bad or anything. But he seems active, healthy. He's eating his food. This will be the first tortoise Emerald Scales ever has, so that'll be really fun. Yesterday when I was filming this pickup, I was kind of going to try to leave it as a bit of a surprise, but then I ended up caving and I posted a photo on the Emerald Scales Instagram, so here you go. This is a Tricolor Hognose. Absolutely amazing animal. I am just totally blown away by this creature. You can see photos of them online all day, but they do not do it justice. This thing is really gorgeous. I don't know what about it makes it more prettier than the milk snakes or the king snakes, but something about it is just really eye-catching. Maybe the red. I think the red might be brighter. It's just a really cool animal. Now, contrary to popular belief, the Tricolor Hognose is not like a variation of the Western Hognose. They're not even in the same genus. Western Hognose and Southern Hognose and the Eastern Hognose are all in the genus Heterodon, whereas this one is in the genus of Xenodon, and it's actually native to South America, where all of Heterodon is North American species. Now this male is a year and a half old. We'll need to do research to make sure that he's like the right size for a year and a half old, but he looks real healthy. He's, you know, not too fat, not too thin. He's supposedly eating on both live and frozen thawed. I've heard that a couple times when you get new snakes and then it turns out they're only eating live, so we'll see how well that holds up. Apparently the guy that sold it to us has a female, and he actually bred these two together and made a bunch of babies, supposedly, so that's pretty cool. It sounds like he's a proven breeder. Why he got rid of it, I'm not entirely sure. I think he just wasn't interested in breeding them anymore. One thing that's interesting about this snake in particular is up near the head, under the belly, it starts out red right on the chin, but the moment it hits the first black stripe, the rest of the belly is black. It's kind of interesting, and it's really everything about this snake is just absolutely beautiful. Unlike a milk snake or a scarlet king snake, it's not red, black, and yellow, but actually more red, black, and white. It's kind of a creamy white. I love that little spot right on the top of his head. So cool. This is a South American species, but it is found in shrubland and savanna land, so it does still prefer much drier environments for its habitat. So it's still going to be on aspen or topsoil or some sort of dry digging substrate. They are big burrowers, just like the Western Hognose and all the Heterodon species. They use that nose to easily dig around in the dirt and hide and escape from predators. The temptation to keep the animals that I get for Emerald Scales, they're always just so cool. But this one, it just really, it's stunning. It's gorgeous animal. I probably shouldn't keep it just because I just decided to keep the skink, which if you didn't know, I ended up pulling the trigger on keeping the skink, so that's kind of exciting. But because of that, I should probably let this one continue on to the Emerald Scales website. But nonetheless, I think I definitely do want to keep the species sometime in the future. It's just a really cool animal.
In a nationwide consensus, the people plead for something meaningful. The only gift they're given is a withdrawn resolution. The modern family faces modern phantoms that haunt their brooding lives. They're undersimplified.
From its stunning pickups to its psychedelic vibes, the Asheville adventure was definitely a worthwhile experience. You can check out Tim's Burial Club album with the links in the description. And although the Tricolor Hognose is already sold, you can always head over to emeraldscales.com to see our newest selection of herps. You've been watching an amazing animal adventure. See you next time.